You tuned in to a brand new episode of the Straight Facts Podcast. It's your host, Zell. This is episode 46. I named this episode Broken Home Part 2 because I had a lot of serious inquiries about Broken Home. I appreciate everybody for reaching out. Everybody was actually sharing some of their stories too about how they come from a broken home and how, a lot of people, they lost their parents at an early age. A lot of people was raised by their grandparents, etc. I honestly didn't have that walk. I wasn't raised by my grandparents, but I was raised by a single mother. Of course, as I said in my last episode, my pops wasn't there. He wasn't in my house or anything like that. I'm sure the story I have about my pops is kind of like the story a lot of people probably have, like when your pops try to come back in your life as an adult and he try to make it right. And sometimes I feel like that's like it can be a brick wall, bro, because it's like not only he's trying to get to know you, I'm trying to get to know you too. And sometimes as a man, egos collide, certain shit collide as far as like you get to wondering like, damn, like why wasn't you there? Or, why you didn't try to do as much as you like with me, I always felt like why you didn't try to do as much as you possibly could to be in my life, bro. So I had a hell of questions with my dad. We definitely had that talk though. Like, I'm not saying we never had that talk. We definitely had that talk. I'm not saying like our relationship is the best right now, because right now, like, actually, bro, I don't have a relationship with my pop. So honestly, I don't have a relationship with my parents, period. But that's a story for another day, dog. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to that. I got Quis back on the episode. If a lot of y'all don't know what Quis is, he's a clothing designer in Milwaukee. Artist Day. He's actually rocking one of his, new drops that he just dropped off in Milwaukee. Like season 2, I had him on 3 episodes. Had him on an Artist Day episode, and I actually had him on a part 1 and part 2 episode. I forget which one. I think we call that shit accountability. Mm-hmm. Then we call it accountability. Either way, all 3 episodes is still available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. This is Keith's first time stopping through for my visuals on season 3. As I promised everybody, season 3, every single episode is gonna have a visual. So if y'all are trying to put a face to the voice, this big homie Keiths. It's the Artist Day. How you been, dog? What you got going on?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. I'm actually putting everything together to move down here where y'all are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, He been teasing that. He been teasing coming down here. I feel like it's gonna happen because bro, you down like this damn like your second home. You down here.
Yeah, every
other month. Weeks, yeah, like he down here like.
But I've been doing good. I really, truth be told, I've really been focusing on kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like preparing to come here. I've been trying to focus on my own little personal growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really it. Like I've been staying away from people. I've been just to myself, learning more about myself. That's what I really been on, honestly. Like back at home in Milwaukee, I just been learning more about myself. Like that's the reason I stopped going out to the club. I ain't been in the club in like 7 months, and everybody know that's a big thing for me because I was in the club every Friday, every Saturday.
Every fucking week.
So I ain't been in the club in like 7 months. So I've been just learning more about myself.
Does that shit feel good though, dog? That you just been out the way, dog? Cause I'm in hearing shit about Milwaukee. Don't y'all got like fucking 60 homicides and it's only fucking March?
Yeah,
April,
I heard it's been going crazy though, but what feel good is that I've been learning more about myself. Like I've been doing stuff that I never did before. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I never would have thought that me, especially how I was raised, would be going places, wine tasting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, I never did that before.
And you know what I'm saying? Being at home and binge watching shows and cooking every day, and you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I've been learning more how to be like I've been learning more about my value as a man. Like I've been teaching myself like, or kind of like inheriting. Well, I ain't gonna say inheriting. I feel like I've been like growing like more value as a man, like, and I feel like that only benefited me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause now I'm in a space where like, when it comes to like a relationship, like I want you to know like all of my valuables, like everything that everything that I bring to the table.
Yeah.
Like I know I can cook. I know I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying, I can, you know what I'm saying, like fix stuff in the house and put stuff together. I know I'm, you know what I'm saying, like intelligent, wise, like I know like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I just been kind of like refining like my own value, like, you know, and if I would have still been going to the clubs and being out every weekend, I don't think that I would have been like got to a space where I was really trying to like learn more about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm learning more of the shit that I like or things that I never knew that I like.
Yeah.
You know, by not going out. So that's what I really been doing.
You know that hustler quality, bro. You know, a lot of people don't. I ain't gonna even. You know what? Though, honestly, I ain't gonna even say a lot of people don't have that. I feel we all have some hustle in us. It takes a certain thing to happen within your life, or it takes a certain event for yourself to be like, you know what? It's time to turn this shit up a notch. So I'm asking you, when did you? Because I mean, like, you had a job prior, like you was working prior with her.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was it about you? Like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, I gotta be an entrepreneur. I gotta hustle.
Let me tell you where it really started from. To be honest with you, like, you know, hustling is more than just like a lot of times people think hustling is just like on some illegal shit, right?
Yeah.
Like a hustler is just somebody that make it happen.
Right.
And I think where that came from was like me having somebody that I didn't want to let down. Right. This is like somebody that I wanted to always think high of me. So, and this was like with like my ex. Like I used to feel like I didn't never want her to think that I couldn't make something happen. I always wanted her to think that like I'm gonna make it happen regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I never used to even let her know the things that I was doing to make it happen. I just made it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the hustling, like that hustler, like, well, even when I was younger in high school, I used to be hustling. That was illegal shit.
Yeah.
But when I really realized that, okay, this is what really a hustler is all about. Like, you know whether you're doing it for yourself or somebody else, like you just make it happen.
Yeah.
And so like in that situation, it was just like, you know, I wasn't working then, you know, but it's like it's an important event coming up, whether it's a birthday, a Valentine's Day, or Mother's or whatever. I'm gonna bust these moves or whatever, so that way I can get her all of the best shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she don't need to know what it's taking for me to do it. I'm gonna do it on my end, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's just who I always been. You know what I'm saying? Like, even at 15 years old, like, my mama never knew that I was hustling. Like, I was selling weed and doing selling other shit, you know, but I was doing it though.
Yeah.
You know, my cousins, my brothers, they all knew about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just a thing that I was doing it for myself then, you know, just to buy myself extra shit more than what she was buying and, you know, just to make more money, you know. But now that I'm older, like, I just define as a hustler as just somebody that just make it happen, bro. Like, you know, having more than one stream of money coming in.
Yeah.
And it's just another word for like an entrepreneur, you know. So I think that's just where I'm at. Like one thing somebody can't say about me is that I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Regardless, like I can have nothing to my name right now, $0, negative.
Yeah.
You know, and by tomorrow I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, if it's my daughter's birthday, you know what I'm saying, my daughter, my son, one of my son's birthdays, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna. Don't worry. Whoever I'm talking to, don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is gonna be everything we need. Is gonna be there.
How did you master that concept though? As far as like, and I don't want to turn shit to an interview because we ain't interviewing. Quis ain't nobody fucking do. He's just somebody. This is fourth time on the show. It's just questions that I'm asking that I know.
Sure.
It'll help somebody out there. Like, what is it when you got like, okay, you got $0 to your name, negative to your name, or whatever. Like, what is it that make you sit back and be like, is it like, okay, what the fuck can I sell? What the fuck can I do? Now, like, if you got those people out there that have they just lost, bro. They don't know what the fuck they gonna do. They don't know how to sell shit. They don't know how to do nothing. Like, what type of advice could you give them people?
I think that like with me, I just exhaust every avenue, right? And besides that, like everybody got something that they can sell, right? I feel like everybody got some type of value. Like even if it's with me, right? Like I might have shit in my closet, like I sell that to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might have some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have like I got a brand or whatever, right? My brand I might not even be selling. I might be out of commission, but I know that the information I got somebody else can use, right?
Okay.
So even if I can sell that to you, that'll put me back in the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, I think that is all about your desire. Like, do you
want it?
Do you want it? Like, so you gotta find something. You gotta find something that you can sell. Like, even somebody that might have nothing, right? They might have, shit. Man, listen, if you're a hustler, you will go get some shit. You go get some stamps and sell them.
Yeah.
Like you gotta always think like everybody got something that they can sell.
Yeah.
I'm not promoting no prostitution though, but
hey. Hey.
I'm not promoting no prostitution.
You know what, Quis? Since you talked about prostitution, bro, I just want to put something out there. Like, I know this is probably like raw, uncut, whatever you want to feel it. I just feel like, you know what I mean? If you're a woman, you should never be broke, bro. Because I'm going to tell you like this, bro. Yeah, that's cool, bro. Go ahead, drink up.
Some more of this shit.
The thing is, bro, the world runs around pussy and money. Period, money. Ain't no way around it, bro. Ain't no way around it. So it's just like, if you as a woman, you broke.
But like, a girl, even if a woman broke, she can get some money out of a nigga and not even have to give no pussy. The fact that a nigga will pay you more before you give it to him than they will after you give it to him.
Why the fuck is that?
Because
basically, okay, but that goes to the point, that goes to the fact that we talked about earlier. When Mumu was basically saying, I ain't taking nobody on no date if I ain't, you know what I mean? If it ain't gonna be shit. So it's just like, I'm giving you all this money, bro. And at the end of the day, I ain't getting nothing out of it. I ain't getting nothing. I'm just getting your time. We just around each other. Like, that ain't satisfaction to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Satisfaction to me is like, I'm not saying that if I take a girl on a date or something like this, I need something in return, but like, I need to be looking forward to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even gotta be us fucking. It could just be like, I'm looking forward to, okay, you spot me this time, next time you take me on a date next time. Like, it gotta be some type of return, bro. Like, I never been the type of person that just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do all this shit until you like me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're the type of people that they finish last, bro.
I think that, like, to kind of touch on what you were saying, like, at first. First I'm gonna say what I was gonna say. What I was saying, like, where a girl can get more out of a dude before she actually give him what he wants, than after she give him. Like, a lot of times females think like, okay, I could put this pussy on a nigga, and he gonna spend money on it. And then most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work out like that. Yeah. You know, you gotta think, if you meet a girl and she requires you to take her on dates before you get whatever you want, like if you want to fuck her, you gonna take her on dates. If a girl like, you gotta spend some money on me, you know, before she give you some pussy, you gonna spend some money on her. You know what I'm saying?
It's cliche though, bro. But that's some cliche shit though,
but it's
bro.
just like, who does all of the grinding before, like, people, all of the grinding is done before the championship that you win. If in sports, even in sports.
True.
So, like, if they just give you a championship, are you gonna grind afterwards?
No, because it was
you already got handed to you. You know what I'm saying? So you do all of the grinding before you get the championship.
But okay, I get what you're saying. I'll get what you're saying. But what I'm basically saying is this though, like, now we know, bro. Come on, now. We know. You know what I mean? Like, we know. Come on, like, we know that shit don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it don't go like that. We know that majority of the time, yeah, I get what you're saying about you got to spend some money, but sometimes all the bitch got to do is like you. Yeah. You know, if she like you,
but look, that's the little twist or like a little trick to the game though. Yeah. Like
what you doing to get her to like you though?
Yeah. So look, the twist to it is how you kind of like put yourself ahead of the line or like skip all of the extra shit is if you can make her like you more than you like her.
Yeah.
That's the game right there. Like if you can make a girl like you more than you like her, you don't gotta worry about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because now she's chasing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't gotta do all of the extra shit. Like now she's the ones that she covet you more than you covet her. Even though you might really want her, you know what I'm saying? But if you can make her want you, it's like that's just a part of the game. That's how it go. Like a lot of niggas ain't never mastered that. Like where it's like you find out what it like you make her want you.
Okay.
If I, you know, if it's a girl like if it's like a girl that I want, I just gotta make her want me more than I want her.
How?
It's a lot of shit.
Like nigga, how? Like you know, like the thing is, like we gotta find a way. I don't even think it's like we gotta find a way.
I can't say this shit that because then people. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, okay, so that's what you know.
Yeah, okay, that's like giving us all.
Yeah, no, but that's how it go though. You make a girl want you more than you want her, you know, or at least like you make her want you just as much as you want her, you know, and you know because at the end of the day, it's like that cat and string mentality, right? The cat is only interested because in a yarn because it's a chase. And it's like interesting to him, but when you let a string and the cat don't gotta chase the string, he's not interested in it no more.
So in other words, she gotta like you more in order for that shit to work.
Yeah, you know, or just as much. That's real shit though. Like you never known like the cat and string mentality. Like you ever seen like a cat. Like a string and the cat is just all day long, just like it's interested.
Yeah.
But when you just drop the yarn on the ground, the cat it'll walk away from it. Don't even care to even, you know, the cat don't even care to entertain the string. It's not chasing it no more.
So is it safe to say we traded places?
For sure.
We traded places.
Yeah, we definitely traded places.
We traded places.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta. A lot of niggas don't know like how to. It ain't bad for the game. I think it's just kind of like. It's their turn, right?
Okay.
But they kind of like. I don't think they can. I think that is not in their favor though.
Okay.
You know, I feel like they're controlling the game right now, but it's not in their favor.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not in their favor for sure.
Yeah.
Because,
as far as like women,
because it's still playing to our favor, even though they feel like they controlling the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know that. I just feel like. As far as like because I heard a whole bunch of crazy shit, bro. I always heard that like the women say it won't work out if the nigga don't like them more than they like them. Like the nigga gotta like them more than they like the nigga.
Yeah.
You heard that before. I'm sure you heard that
sure.
before.
I believe that though. I believe that.
But then again, like but at the same time, it's like we got where we at right now, bro. The girls chase us.
Yeah. That's the reason why we don't see, and that's the reason why we kind of just do whatever we do, and we don't see value in them because we really gotta like them more though. Like in order for them to get the best out of a man, I feel like naturally a girl is gonna give what she got to give. You know, but a dude only give what he got to give when he see value in a girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, like even with me, like, and this just being real, like you know, like I gotta really, in order for a girl to get the best out of me, like I gotta really like be like infatuated with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be obsessed with her. And that's when she gonna get the best version of me. Like she gonna get all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but she gotta. The thing is though, Keisha, like she gotta be like, okay, in order for her to be infatuated with you, she gotta be ideally somebody you looking for. Though. She gotta be somebody ideally you interested in. First and foremost, before she even get to that stage of being infatuated with you.
I think that even me being interested, it just gotta be based on like
a nagging ass female, like because then if you ain't interested, it's just a nagging. At the end of the day, it's just a nagging ass female.
I just like women that's like they just got like it ain't even. Well, me it's just like about women that just got good hearts, a good mind. That is like you know, a woman with a good heart and a good mind. That's where it started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the obsession is gonna come when it, you know, that's it's probably like 60, it's probably like 40, 60 when it comes to like physical attraction. 60% of it is just really your mentality and your heart. 40% of it is probably like physically. So it's not really hard, but it's just that it's just tough to find females that got a good mind and a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the other shit. That's what mattered most.
And do you feel like, well, as far as dating, bro, we know it's fucked up because the limited options we all have.
Yeah, facts.
But I mean, like, do you feel like childhood trauma for each gender play a role in that shit, though?
For sure. You know, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Like every female that I meet, right? I chop it up with them. Like, they feel comfortable to talk to me about how they was raised, their childhood, and all of that. And even before I even get a chance to talk to them about that, I already have like this preconception of like what I think already. And a lot of times I'll be right. Because when they start to talk to me about their childhood trauma, it's always something that was missing, right?
Yeah.
So when I talk to a girl and how she is, if she real tough, if she real like, guarded, or whether she want to just be just like she want to act like she's like some type of gangster or something like that, or I already be knowing the reasons why, or real promiscuous or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I already be knowing that it's something that's a void that's trying to be filled. Like, and then when they get a chance to talk to me about like their child, like I knew it.
Yeah.
So childhood trauma is important. Like I feel like that's one of the most important things. Like before I let you tell me who you is, I want to learn who you is, and that's by you telling me about how you was raised.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna know who you is based off of how you was raised. And I think a lot of times people, I'm wise enough now, and I'm older enough to like, I'm smart enough to not let nobody just tell me like, oh, I'm the type of person that do this, I'm the type of person that do that, because I'm not gonna let you come into this interview and sell me this fake resume.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather learn who you is.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how you feel about your daddy.
What about, okay, so you feel like you can handle a girl with abandonment issues?
It depends on their mentality. It depends on like if they like okay to like identify that this was an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that this is what they lacked or what they void. Like they know that it all comes down to vulnerability. Are you willing to be vulnerable?
Yeah.
If you're not, like, even in the Bible it says something about like, I don't want to be on spiritual stuff, but
yeah.
In the Bible it says something about like, love is like, is like a similar to vulnerability. Like you have to be vulnerable in order to love.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to be vulnerable, you're not willing to love.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's just something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just something that, I kind of just lost what I was going to say.
So, I mean, but basically, in other words, though, like, I feel like dealing with somebody with abandonment issues, but I feel like that shit is like an everlasting fight, bro. I feel like that's one of them situations where you gotta have like hella patience, bro.
I think it's all based on a person though, because like if it's a person that's vulnerable, in that you will really start having like you'll be soft for this person that like went through all the stuff that they went through, and that they need or really want love. You willing to be patient for them, like because they willing to be vulnerable and willing to open up and tell you about all of this stuff, and it's like it's really about vulnerability, and it's about like being able to want to work through that stuff. Like if it's a person that I'm dealing with and they actually listen to me and they ready to talk, like, and they want to, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a person that's just real stubborn and self-centered and just like refuse to want to work on themselves, then you wasting your time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until they ready.
Yeah.
And at that time you might not even be interested no more.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of So I don't know.
That shit downplay, but what plays I don't know, bro. I just always felt like when it came to like people talking about how fucked up the dating scene was, how fucked up dating scene is, I just feel like a lot of us got unlimited options, bro. Like,
sure.
I feel like if we look at it as like if one girl ain't gonna go for this, shit, the next girl, and I'll tell you, 10 times out of 10, the next girl gonna go for that. You know what I mean? But one nigga ain't gonna go for it, 10 times out of 10, the next nigga gonna go for that. But it's just like, as far as women, basically, because I feel like it's a big thing about women. Though women, a lot of women basically said like how the dating scene is fucked up when it comes to niggas, and I just feel like as single men, bro, like you a single man,
Yeah.
so it's just like the dating scene is fucked up for you too out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as like when it comes to women, do you feel like a lot of it plays a part in like a lot of women still got 1 foot in, 1 foot out? And what I mean by that, they still got some shit back there that they still dealing with, and then they trying to get it right with a motherfucker in the front too.
I think that that's a good question. That's a good question, bro.
For real, like I don't know, but that's just what I felt like. I was single before, so it's like I definitely have history with dealing with women who still have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But at the same time, it was just like it's weird, bro. Just like I said on Twitter, I think I said this on Twitter like 2 days ago. I basically said it's weird how a lot of single women want a man with no hoes, but they have a whole roster full of men.
But you can tell you something
How the
that I
fuck that
learned
work,
though.
bro?
This is what, you know, in church I was, you know, the pastor of our church, he spoke on like women are like birds, right?
You talking about that net shit?
Yeah. So look, so it's like I think I spoke on it before.
Yeah, you did.
So it's like, and you know, a woman never really leave one nest until it's already another nest already established,
Yeah.
and that second nest can only just be an idea. Like even if they got an idea of an ideal person that might be the future for them, they're not gonna leave you until they got an ideal person, you know, or even just you know what I'm saying, a plan, you know. So I think that's the reason why, like, you know, it's always something, you know what I'm saying. You don't really never meet a person that is just completely just healed from
they pass.
past or like, you know.
Bro, honestly, I feel like that shit. No, I'm gonna side with you, bro. I'm gonna side because I mean I feel like honestly, it depends, bro. That shit takes time, bro. Like how motherfuckers be sitting back and they jump from one person to the next person, like that should be completely wild to me. Like that shit takes time, bro, to go from. Cause I mean, like I know we both, like I know I have, and I mean I know you have. Like we have dealt with heartbreak.
Yeah.
And it's like that shit ain't like just a okay, well fuck it. You know what I mean? She gone.
You can tell it was crazy.
I'm
It
gonna
took
do
me
this.
years, bro.
Yeah,
like,
nigga.
Years.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it ain't, you know, so like, but then, you know, I understand like nowadays, like, you know, it's 2022, like it ain't it's no sympathy for men emotions.
No.
You know, so it's like, even if you dealing with a heartbreak, you like, you know, everybody look at it like, you being soft as fuck.
Yeah, they laughing at you.
Get yourself together, like,
they laughing
you look like a fool.
Yeah.
But in reality, like, that's because it ain't no sympathy for us. Like, so, I think that it just takes us longer to adapt because we gotta we gotta reestablish egos. We gotta rebuild our egos. We gotta, you know, you know what I'm saying. All of the different emotions, it's different phases that you go through when it comes to that type of shit.
That should be pressure. Just like when earlier when I heard you talking about like how as men we even at a young age we have so much pressure. Like, damn, you a virgin, you ain't get no pussy. Yeah. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Like, I was raised, like, I mean, it was 8 of us, so it was 8 boys. So it was like, you just imagine if nobody want to get no pussy. Now, it's just like, damn, nigga, like,
you gotta think, like, I was around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be deep as fuck. Like, I was, you know, 13, 14 years old. Everybody knew, like, my house was gonna already have 15 of my cousins and my guys and all that. Like, we was deep as fuck. So it's like, and I might have been one of the younger people too. Like, and I was like, I was naive to the world. Like, I used to be in my own little box. So I probably was one of the last ones to start fucking.
Yeah.
And I was at 14, 15 years old. So it's like, you don't get no respect.
No, bro.
You know, it's like, man, you a virgin, bro. Like, whatever. You don't even be in our circle. You move, gone. Like, you can't even be around
It's
us.
the pressure.
You know, so automatically, like, as young, like, men, like, we adapt to, like, you gotta adapt to being, like, to turn yourself into a slut or a hoe. Like, a hoe, like, a nigga that's gonna get out here and go crazy.
And then the crazy part about it, though, Keith, like, even after finally fucking, it's like,
yeah.
You know what I mean, bro?
Listen, my first time fucking, I was like, that shit was like, I'm like, dog, this is the best feeling in the motherfucking world. Like, I'm like, dog, like my first time, I'm like,
dog, hold on, bro.
My first time, I'm like, and the crazy thing is, though, you know, like my first like 4 or 5 times, like even fucking, it was like, we was flipping girls. Like, it'd be probably 4 or 5 of us in one room flipping one girl. That was like my first like 3, 4 experiences.
Damn, nigga.
For real.
Your first.
That was the game though. Like, my first, I probably like by the time I had sex with like my 5th girl is when I fucked a girl by myself.
By yourself, okay.
Probably like 4th or 5th girl, I fucked a girl by myself. My first like 3, 4 girls, like we was partying.
So, bro, that made you feel like you was somebody, right? When you first fucked, bro. Like that made.
I got it out the way. So it's like they can't tell me I ain't no virgin no more.
And bro, I'm gonna tell you, this is a crazy story. I'm gonna put this shit out on my podcast. This is my truth, bro. I'm say what I gotta say. But I remember, nigga, I wasn't even fucking then. I wasn't even fucking then. Like, we was just all gay. We was just all.
Like a
we was all watching. Wow, you don't know the half. Like, we was all watching porn and shit. And I remember one time, bro, we watched a little flick. I went in the bathroom, got right, came. That's when I finally found out, bro. I was able to bust, bro. That's when I finally found out I was able to bust. I came in the room like, bro, you need to get y'all some pussy, bro.
You came back out there like a boss.
Get y'all some pussy, bro. Like, bro, I was like, bro, y'all need to get right, bro. Like, for real. Like, y'all niggas watching this, bro, y'all need to get right, bro. And the whole time, and that kind of like, that coincides, bro, and what we talked about as far as like when niggas, they act like, after they got their heart broke, they act like they just, I'm good, bro. But in reality, it's just like, I gotta put on this front for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me. I gotta put it on for y'all. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, bro, a lot of motherfuckers blame social media. Bro, it had nothing to do with social media. It has everything to do with not knowing who you are as a person.
Facts.
That shit has everything to do with you not knowing who you are as a person. Like, if you know who you are as a person, dog, like.
But you can tell what's crazy, because, like, to touch on that, like, I think that's the reason why I'm so comfortable with saying whatever I want to say on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be like.
Yeah, you be on that motherfucker. You be on there.
No, look, at one point, I used to be like, watch what I said, because I didn't want to look weak or soft or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am. Like, and you know, it's a lot of people that, man, listen, niggas be getting their eyes broken to pieces daily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You know how much it take for you to sit here and try to talk, like, be so motherfucking tough, my nigga, and it's really hurting you. You know?
You're like, really crying out for help.
Yeah, like, so I just feel like I don't really even, you know what I'm saying? I speak my feelings now. Like, I speak how I feel. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get into Broken Home Part. We're gonna get into the second segment of the episode after this last final. We're gonna talk about something that I actually want to ask you as an individual, because it's funny, because I want to ask you. I talked to Quis about it. I'm like, because last time he was down here, we were supposed to do this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to ask him. So the question I'm going to ask you is, bro, like, when it comes to, like, basically, since we on the subject of how men do other things to, like, pacify other men, basically, do you feel like, even it could be past friendships, or it could be just people that you know, do you feel like a lot of niggas do shit for niggas? The way they when they buy things, when they dress, whatever they do you feel like they doing it for niggas, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of niggas ain't doing shit for themselves, bro. They doing it.
I definitely think it's for because even if it's like if you go buy a $4,000 outfit, right?
Yeah.
You really not doing it for the female because the female only care about how you look in it or how it look, right?
Yeah,
It ain't even about the price. The price come when it comes to just competing.
Yeah.
It's like the competition aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we competing on who gonna spend the most on what we. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like some type of pride and like.
Yeah.
And it's really backwards and it's stupid. Stupid to think, like
stupid as fuck.
Like we really bragging about who spent more on what. Like it's backwards. Like we should be bragging on who spent the less. Like I saved more. I saved $2,000 more to you. That's what the brag should really be about, right?
Right. Exactly. Facts.
But the brag is really that I spent $2,000 more than you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of backwards to me. But
that's stupid, bro.
I think that's where it comes to like the competitive aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because a woman just care about how you look in it. How do you look?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like who are you? So most of it I think is like just competing with other men, like and I was in that space before.
Okay.
For sure. Like I was in that space before, like outdoing people, trying to outdo people.
Yeah.
Like and now it's like, man.
Honestly, bro. Yeah, it don't, bro. See, the thing, honestly, bro, I never been in that space before, dog. I never been in that space where I was like doing shit to keep up. Don't get me wrong. When I see people, I get their props. Like you look nice. And I feel like a lot of niggas need to get open to, you know what I mean, compliment other men. That shit ain't gay, bro. That's just shit nice, bro. Like
you got that.
You know what I mean? You compliment. You know what I mean? It's a difference between y'all get the difference between complimenting how a nigga look and versus what a nigga got on, bro.
Yeah,
it's a different situation, bro. You know, be comfortable with your sexuality first and foremost, bro.
Right.
Not even just that. It's just like, yeah, bro. I see a lot of shit on the internet, dog, and I just be like, bro, why you gonna do that, bro? You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's just weird because, and then that's what really gets niggas amped up. When they get mad when they found like they bitch fucking a nigga that wore some shit from Gap. You know what I mean? Yo bitch done fuck somebody that wore something from Gap.
Listen.
He work at fucking Popeye.
You say this crazy because that shit really don't mean nothing at all. Like I can go in a club and just all black.
And they gonna fuck with you.
And there might be a nigga that might have a $6,000 outfit on. It might not get no attention. It's really about your presence. It's about who you is. Like, and that's something I have to learn over the years. Like, you know, I can go in that motherfucker with some bullshit on, shit that I done already wore 3 times, and motherfucker's still gonna be on that.
You feel like it's a law though? I feel like that's like one of the laws. I feel like that's like a law that people follow. It's a dumbass law, bro, where it's like when you post a picture of something that you have on or somebody seen, you can't wear it again. Yeah. Bro, fuck that. I'm wearing my shit again, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm wearing my shit again.
I went a long time by that too. Like, where it's like,
fuck that, bro.
Man, if I take a picture and I can't wear it no more, because I feel like even if it's 2 years later, I feel like, damn, I feel like I just wore it yesterday. Yeah. That shit was 2 years ago, but now I don't like. I think that just comes with maturity, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just comes with maturity. I don't get no fuck. Like, listen.
Like you
I do what I want to do.
Yeah, and you got to a point where people know your capabilities.
Yeah, I do what I want to do now. Like, I don't let nobody. I'm past that. Like now, like I do what I want to do. Comfortable with myself. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Right. Exactly.
I can wear a black shirt and I'm gonna fit every day for 6 months straight. I can wear the same. I can keep on. Every time you see me redoing outfits, like when I come in that motherfucker, you still don't want to hug me. You still might want to leave with me. Right. You know, it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah, same shit. So what's the whole? Yeah. I never got that. I had to ask.
But I definitely went through that. I went through that though. Like like that's all immaturity though. Yeah. You know, and trying to be like, you know, adapting to the Milwaukee culture, like.
And not even that. That's just the thing too, bro. But like, I was watching some shit with damn, who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that, bro? It was an NFL football player. And he basically said like he getting on social media because all you see is highlights. You don't see nobody lowlights, bro.
Yeah.
And like I really sat back and I thought about that shit. Like it's real because why the fuck would you post your lowlights, bro?
Yeah.
Why? Don't get me wrong. On Facebook, you'll see a motherfucker like, man, stop crying on Facebook, bro. Stop uploading your ugly. You ugly as fuck, bro.
She would tell you what's crazy.
Stop doing that.
To kind of touch on that, like that's it's real crazy that you say that because I feel like even as people like people don't like they don't like even as a girl. Okay, so a girl if she know you right, she know all of your lows. Like she know what it takes for you to do everything that you do. Do you really think that she gon' do you think that with her knowing that, I feel like it kind of like it put her in a position where the people that she only know they highs, like she kind of like look at them like it's higher than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like where I feel like it's fucked up though, but that's just how it is. Like where, or even it might be a side. You might have a side chick. You only know her highs. You don't gotta share the same responsibility as her.
Right.
Or even if a girl, she might have a side nigga that she messing with.
Yeah.
But she got a nigga that she living with, a nigga that she done dealt with for years. But she got a side nigga that she only knows highs, so she don't gotta share the same responsibilities. She don't got kids that she share with him.
Right.
He don't gotta help her. He don't gotta help her get to work. He don't gotta do all of that. So the only thing that she know is when he's the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, people gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's so like naive.
Right.
As people. Like we just be so fucking naive and it's just like, you know, but yeah, people only on social media and all of that.
It's the highlights,
the highs, yeah.
All you see is the highlights. Like you never see the low lights. So don't get caught up in that type of shit.
Yeah.
Cause we named this episode "Broken Home Part 2." We're gonna get into the next segment of the episode about broken home, bro. I wanted to ask you, like, what was it in Broken Home Part 1 that caught your attention that made you feel like you want to touch bases on this?
I want to touch on it because, like, you know, I know that you was talking about like having a broken home and you experiencing it as a kid, like,
yeah.
And I didn't experience that as a kid. You know, my mom and my daddy, they was together. Like, we really didn't know about like a lot of the flaws that they went through in their relationship. We seen them argue this and that. But most importantly, we seen them stick together, right? But the reason why I wanted to touch on it because now as an adult and me having kids now, I was able to like I feel like I won't say that I'm responsible for it, but I'm a part of creating a broken home, right? Where I got two kids that love both parents equally, like, and if they can have it their way, they will want us to be together and they will want us to live together and raise them together, right?
Facts.
But, and I've had conversation with my kids and I've heard them speak on that's what they want in their heart, right? But it's like we let them down because we on two different, you know what I'm saying? Like she on whatever she on, and you know, I can't stop her.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of like we created a broken home because now it's like we divided mentalities because we got two different perceptions of how to raise kids, and we not even speaking to each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my kids about certain shit. She may not be on them about the same shit.
Yeah.
The values that she might have for the kids is different from the values that I have. With me, most importantly, it's about raising, you know, it's about your character. You know what I'm saying? It's about who you gonna be as a person. Like, it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, how you look or, you know, how you make people, how you look to other people and all of that. To me, it's personally, it's about how your heart is, your heart gesture, your mind, like, your mentality. So we kind of like raising them in two different directions. But when they with me, they in my direction. When they with her, they in her direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
when they become adults, what do you think they gonna do? You know, they gonna have split. They gonna be two different people.
Right.
They gonna learn to be a certain person around people that they wanna that they need to respect them or that they wanna impress. And then who they really is gonna be who they are when they're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what broken homes do. Like, it kind of like divide mentalities. It confuse kids and it create dysfunction.
Yeah.
You know, and I've experienced girls and men like like my guys or girls that I met that was in broken homes, and they deliver like talk to me about like how it was, and I could sit there and pay attention to how they move. Like, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It created dysfunction to where you're gonna be who you really are around who you're comfortable around.
Right.
When there's nobody to stop you from doing what you really want to do.
Right.
Because that's generally who you really is. You are who you are when nobody is stopping you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not when everybody is watching. It's about when nobody is stopping you. Who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all of that is like created when you in the home that that you raised in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, in other words, like, you didn't go through the same shit I went through. You basically going through it as a parent within yourself.
I still went through like a flawed, like I still, okay, so my upbringing like is not perfect. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? But I feel like I try to always be an optimist. I try not to be like a pessimist. So in my upbringing, I identified the bad stuff, but I still try to take away the positive and know like, okay, I still gotta be grateful for this, right? The positive is the fact that I was still I still have both of my parents in my life,
Right.
regardless of my daddy was out doing this or that, regardless to this, and if he wasn't there for this or wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like the fact that I know both of them and that I can call both of them or talk to them, like, or that I know both of them love me, that was enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I could have been a different person if I could have been a different person if they both was there at the same time, and they both and he gave me like the fatherly affection that I needed and gave me the confidence I needed. I could have been a different person, but who's to say that I would have been on this path to like learn this stuff?
Yeah,
if I would have got it when I was younger.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might have been a person that was content or stagnant, but the fact that I didn't get it now is like it kind of make me be on that journey to learn more and make me, you know what I'm saying, make me grind for being a better person. The fact that I know that it was all these things that I like.
Yeah.
If I would have got it younger, I would have probably been content, and I may not have grown to who I am now. So I just know that everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just appreciate stuff like, and I try not to. I don't hold anything against my daddy for the things that I feel like he like not being at basketball games, football games, or not giving me, dapping me up or give me the confidence that I needed. I don't hold anything against him. I still love him the same way. I understand everything when it comes to pathology now, so it's like he only doing what he knew.
So okay, now, bro, the whole thing about you forgive him. Was it easy? Because I feel like it was challenging. Well, it's challenging for me. Well, it ain't that I don't. As far as like my pops, it ain't that I don't forgive him. It's more of like, okay, I forgave you, so now I'm looking for you to actually like make a motherfucker feel like you actually care. You want to be there.
Yeah.
And I don't get that. So it's like and it kind of brings you back. Like it's like it makes you regret. Like why the fuck I forgive you from Jump Street? You know what I'm saying?
So you say it was crazy because something that I learned over the last like year is that like when you forgive people, it's not for them to. You're not forgiving them for them to be different. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for you to relieve yourself. And so, like, to forgive somebody is just a decision.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just a decision that you make. Like, you decide if you want to forgive somebody or not. And then, you forgiving somebody don't mean that you going to forget about what they did.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to make you not feel however you felt. You still gonna feel that. You still gonna feel that same feeling. You're gonna still feel that, have that same emotion.
Right.
Still gonna have them same thoughts. It's not gonna go away. But this is a decision that you're making, and you're doing that for you because you're supposed to forgive. You know what I'm saying? So, even besides that, like you gotta learn how to forgive, and knowing that you still can't change a person or make a person do whatever you did. You gotta understand them though.
Right.
Like so, that's what my forgiveness part came, where it's like me understanding, like. Even if I explain to him, he don't know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like speaking English to somebody a Asian person that don't know English.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or Asian speaking to you, and you know what I'm saying? It's like we know each other, we love each other, but we don't speak the same language. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like understanding that, and
Do
it
it
just
do it make it easier though, as far as your relationship today? Do it make it easier because you have access?
no, because even the access that I do got, I don't overexert it. Like I don't try to force. I don't try. You know, I just deal with him to the extent that I deal with him. Like, you know, whatever type of like, you know what I'm saying, like connection that we got, I just feed off of that connection.
Yeah.
I don't try to create a whole nother connection to where I feel like it was a void at. Like I don't try to the fact that he was never at a game or you never taught me how to be a man. I don't try to like go back to that and try to get you to be that because
Yeah.
I'm an adult now. I can do that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I just whatever I find, whatever the connection was,
Mm-hmm.
I just tap into that and then I use that to you know what I'm saying? Like that's just like this. You might have a kid, you know, you don't got no kids, right?
Right.
But I have a kid, so now it's like you know, my kid might be, you know, like my son might be talking to me about a game that he like. I might not even be interested in it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a way to connect.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here and I found a connection. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he really enjoyed this game. I'm gonna act like I enjoyed this game, and I'm gonna connect with him this way, so that way we can bond. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta find whatever connection that it is, and you utilize that. You don't create a connection.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially the fact that it's already too long, it's too far away now to even try to do that now. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when you become an adult, then you just, once you learn that what you lacked, you forgive the past and you just work forward to recreate a whole new pathology instead of trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like instead of reliving the pathology that you was in. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's the importance of that pathology thing? Because I really paid too much attention to that, bro. I think that's the reason why I have such a decline in actually knowing why I'm motherfucker the way they is.
Yeah. So I think the importance of the pathology is like, I actually think it's most important. I think it's more important than anything in the world because it helps you understand the person before you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if my mama was a slave, my grandma was a slave, great grandma was a slave, and or no, okay, I'm not even gonna go to slavery. Like I'm gonna say if my daddy was a person that abused women verbally or abusive, verbally or physically. Great granddaddy did. But I'm a person that is like noticing the trend.
Yeah.
It's for me to try to understand like it's for me to change the pathology. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know what is it that I understand now. My daddy was doing it because my great granny was doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they was doing it is because they don't know how to tap into. They don't know how to tap into, you know, those. They don't know how to control their emotions, and they don't know how to get a woman to submit to them verbally, or to try to tap into like making a woman submit to them, or just being vulnerable. They just only way that they know is just to be aggressive, and the only way to change this is if it got to change somewhere. Because if I just, you know what I'm saying, become what I was, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
Right.
And then everybody in the family is just gonna be that way, you know. So it's like, it's really just trying to like understand both sides, like tapping into the kid in a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the you know the emotion in behind the action that they doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's some type of emotion behind any action that anybody do. Like so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like even if it's somebody that is just verbally abusive, physically abusive, somebody that is just like a bad person, it's really just the inner kid just not knowing how to handle their emotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just gotta know like have sympathy for them and just like forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your daddy or your mama, forgive them because they just didn't know how to do what you might be able to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
So it's possible to, even if you come to a situation where you wasn't basically shown the proper steps to be a good parent, it's still possible that you could be a good parent.
Yeah, for sure. Because like with my dad, like, you know, and I love him to death. I respect him. You know, but I can honestly say that I don't like the two things that I talked to him about. I told him that he showed me was just to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, him and my mom was married for 30 years, whatever many years. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He never left. He could have left. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fathers that just leave and just you never see him no more. He never left. Another thing is that he always protected us and he always made us feel protected. Like, you know, as long as he in the house, I don't care if I even hear something under my bed. I know my daddy gonna come and kill it. You know what I'm saying? I know all I gotta do is holler my daddy's name and he gonna come save me. You know? So those two things that was, you know, some of the most important things is that he taught us about protection and being there. And regardless of all of the other things, I feel like he didn't show us.
So basically, my question is like, do you feel like you deal with the same behaviors as your father?
Well, no.
As you being a parent?
So yeah, so I think at one point I did, like my early years of being like a father, like I don't think that I thought I was doing the same thing that the same thing my daddy did. It was just like being there, provide, and protect. Right.
Okay.
I didn't understand like the more important things, like just, you know, like the fatherly affection. You know what I'm saying? I did that with my daughter naturally because I'm just a girl dad, but when it came to my son, I don't think I did that. So now it's like I'm tapping more into that. I'm learning more about like what it takes to really be a father because I only knew what my daddy knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's from how he was raised. So it's like now I'm trying to like recreate and really change the pathology. Now I'm giving you know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing my son by his head, you know what I mean, by his neck sometimes, like just, you know, telling him I'm proud of him, dapping him up, just the simple stuff. Always tell him that he's smart, like tell him every single day that I love him, like, and it's stuff that I never did or got when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so that's what I'm doing now. Like it's more affection based than it is just, you know, monetary or you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like that shit don't even, you know, you can do everything in the world, you know, monetarily for a kid, and they still gonna be raised,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like with voids.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So basically, that kind of wraps up like the segment of our broken home situation. We're gonna dive into like your 2022 plans. I see you got new merch on. It look good. I like it.
Yeah.
What was the whole concept behind this? Cause it looked like it's looking something different. Like it's not usually something that you usually. It's like as far as like the
sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves. Like it looked like it ain't something you usually go into. Like what made you go into that concept?
I kind of just wanted to like. I don't know. I just wanted to just do something different. All of the time I'm always looking to try to do something different. I think this more so like a type of stuff I like anyways. And I finally like just had the confidence to do it. Like you know, people was either gonna like it or they wasn't gonna like it. You know, I'm just at a point now where I'm gonna do whatever I like.
Yeah.
You know, and so you know, besides this, like I got some shirts I'm gonna drop on Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's like a meaning behind it though. Like I got like a logo. I wish I could show you the logo. I actually can't show you the logo.
Yeah.
Should I put it on the camera?
Yeah. Give us an exclusive, dog. Give us an exclusive.
This is this logo was drawn out, right?
Okay.
I digitized. I had it digitized. I had it vectorized. I hit color to it, and it's kind of just like touching on like how. Let me go to it real quick. You know, everything I do got some type of like
meaning behind it.
Yeah. So first this is how it started. This is the logo, right? I just drawn out. Crazy thing is, this girl's 13 years old that drew this, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So should I put it on the camera?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
I'm gonna have to grab that. That's crazy.
So it started off as this, right?
That's crazy.
But this is the logo when it's put some color to it, add a little bit more detail to
That's
it.
crazy.
But so I got a whole collection that is centered around this. I don't know if they can see it, but it's a whole collection that's centered around this.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
And so the collection is like it's called like pains of love.
Yeah.
Right? Because the reality behind it is that like in the world nowadays, like people feel like love shouldn't hurt, right?
Yeah, right. We talked about that. Right.
Like people, it's like if you love me, you wouldn't hurt me, right?
Right.
That's just the natural thought of a human being, right? So with like this like logo, when you look at the detail behind it, obviously like one of the, you know what I'm saying, like half of the face is already turned into, you know what I'm saying, and the other half is still existing. But it's crying though, it's in pain, like, and but the part that died is still the part that still is like, you know what I'm saying, exhorting love, like it's still exhorting the heart.
Yeah.
And the story behind it is that like, in the Bible, like, again, I don't want to get on no spiritual stuff, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So the Bible, like, and even in Corinthians, it talk about like the you know what I'm saying, like Corinthians talk about like how people feel like pain shouldn't, like love shouldn't have any pain, or love shouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
But the Bible says that love does hurt.
Right.
Right? Because Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4 is like love suffers long, and the most important word behind that, like, what to me is like suffers.
Right.
So it says love suffers. That means that love does consist with pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that means I feel like by reading that, like it just tells me that like like there is pains when it comes to love. Like you do, you know what I'm saying? Like people feel like pain, that love shouldn't hurt, and it does.
Yeah.
Because that's, the Bible says that love suffers long. Love does hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it talk about like even with that same little, that's the same chapter, the same verse or whatever, it talk about like it's love like doesn't keep record of like wrongs or wrongdoings or whatever.
Yeah.
And basically what that is indicating is that like in the midst of love, that there's gonna be wrong that's gonna be done.
Right.
But the world has changed the whole concept of like to confuse people with what love is, because they make you think that if you suffer any pain or any hurt, then it's not love.
It's not. Yeah.
But the Bible says that love does come with hurt.
Yeah.
The Bible says that love does come with wrongdoing. But the world is confused behind that. So with this, like this, with the logo, it kind of like I put that on there, and then it like on the sleeve I just said it hurts. Like love does hurt.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And in order for you to really just like be in the midst of real love, you gotta understand that it's gonna come with some type of hurt and pain. But you gotta understand that it suffers long though.
Yeah.
But it's worth it though.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got. That's something I got going on in 2022. I'm just really just trying to get, like, every week I'm trying to drop something new.
Yeah.
And just continue to work on myself. Like continue to just try to like, build myself to be a better person, build myself to be like a better man, a better father, and all that sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've been kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I'm back into like,
You've been in your box.
Yeah, I'm for sure. Like I'm back into like, you know what I'm saying, like telling stories through music. I mean through clothes and telling, speaking my, you know what I'm saying, like my feelings through stuff.
Yeah. We know you do music. You got something on the way? No music on the way? Music on the way.
I'm music for sure.
Well, we go end this with one last question I asked all my guests, dog. And I need to know why you choose this. You either have $850 credit score, $4,000 weekly, or $2 million payout.
Let me tell you what's crazy, because I've been saying that, like
I know we all probably seen this.
Yeah, look, no. What I was gonna say was that I've been saying the 2 million for a while, right?
Right.
Until I watched your last episode.
Yeah.
The last episode, what he said about 4 million was, about the 4K was important. It made sense. Like, when he was saying, like, you get the 2 million and then, if you never had it before, then you
gonna blow.
You gonna yeah. So it's like the 4K a week still keep you with that humility and keep you modest. Like it'll keep you still grinding and keep you still working. Because if you get 2 million and you're gonna quit your job, you're gonna be a strip club, going crazy. Yeah, you're gonna be buying APs and rollies and you know what I'm saying. Like we know what's really gonna happen. So it's like I'm kind of leaning more towards the 4K now. I'm leaning more towards the 4K because it makes sense. Like, of course it might take me 10 years to get it, but then when you think about it, like 4K a week, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I make 16K a month, you know what I'm saying? Like, I take that 16K, do this, do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can actually make the 2 million quicker than 10 years.
Yeah,
if I do it right.
Yeah. If you invest it right.
So in 10 years, I'm actually gonna have more than 2K.
Right.
I mean, 2 million.
Right.
But even if I had 2 million right away, I could still make more. But it's just the odds behind that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot of dumbass people saying 50 credit score. Like, come on.
The 4K just keep you just modest. Like, it'll keep you still as a hustler, still as a grinder. Like, it'll keep you still working towards something. And I think I'd rather take that life over just jumping straight to being just, rich and famous and all that. So, for sure. I think
keep taking the 4K. I'm still sitting on 2 M's.
Listen. If this is okay. Now that I'm able to think, if I'm able to think on it, I'm gonna say 4K. But if this is an offer on the table right now, I'm taking 2 million.
You take 2 million.
But
before we get off here, though, you got anything you want to say before we get up over here?
I just want to say that, I fuck with the podcast, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I know you do. I know.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
I appreciate that.
And more than anything, bro, like, when I come on here, I be trying to talk about, like, I be wanting to talk about real life stuff. Like, I don't be caring to talk about all of the, extra stuff. I be trying to, like, spread some type of message. And I be feeling like it'd be like a positive message, like for people to like realize like what really mattered like in life, like when it comes to like love and because the world nowadays is not based on that now. You know what I'm saying? It's all based on like
it's a show me thing now.
Yeah, it's all based on like
can't even go on Twitter no more.
Yeah, like it's all based on just like it's the word I'm looking for, like you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't based on love, loyalty, or none of that no more. It's just all based on just like entertainment or just stuff that don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just be trying to push a certain narrative, and I do the same thing on Twitter. Like I push the same narrative. Like I be trying to push like people thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like and logic, like behind like you got probability and you got possibility. Like which direction you want to take. You know what I'm saying? Like, like probability is like what's the odds? Right. You know what I'm saying? Possibility is that is, you know what I'm saying? It's something that could, you know what I'm saying? Possible, more likely. Yeah. You know? So, yeah, that's it though, bro. But I fuck with it though. So.
I appreciate you for being on here though. It's Broken Home Part 2. Straight Flex Podcast. It's Zell. It's Quis. We out.